Everybody, welcome to Fight.net Radio, where Lee's burning every bridge there is out there. All right.
You're a nobody punk-ass weekend disc jockey working on Sundays.
Hi, this is Mia, the Knockout St. John. You're listening to Fight.net Radio, and there's no way I would ever touch Lee.
I'll take your best shot. I'll take your best shot. I'll take your best shot. Here comes the...
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
And lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight.net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a 1-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with Whitey? He's a piece of crap.
With a tear in my eye.
This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history.
It's going to go away without a vaccine.
The United States are best in deaths per 100,000 people.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight.net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, Miguel Antonio Berragon. We are here to talk about boxing. Follow us on every form of social media available. It's at Fight Fiend Migs for that guy. It's at Andrew Labouche for that guy on AOL and Instant Messenger. And that's a hilarious joke.
Christina laughed. She laughed too.
At Lee Honish for everything else. Hope you enjoyed Sunday's show. We had a good time making it for you. We're giving you a midweek. It's been kind of a shitty week. I mean, technically our leadoff story is going to be basically something we should talk about. I think that anybody who has a public platform should support what's going on. This has just got to stop. This is just fucking ridiculous at this point. And it's sad that it had to happen during the pandemic. So we thought we'd throw a little ditty together to make you guys laugh. We were a little serious at the top of the show. So starting right off from the gate, go to fightnetradio.com because Andrew actually had the nerve yesterday to text me, where do I get a link for the show?
I know, I sucked.
I responded,
I sucked.
Really?
I told Christina that. I said he says it every show.
I read that text. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Wait,
you can reach me at AOL Messenger, you guys.
Oh, jeez. Yes. MSNBC Instant Messenger. Oh.
No kidding, right? And here's the real mind-blowing part, Andrew. If you had just scrolled down, the current episode is on the main page, no less.
He can
come on, I almost coughed.
Oh, wait. No. Here's a second place with iHeartRadio. I can keep going. I was going to add a third, but I thought 2 would be enough for our homepage.
Damn it.
Go to fightnetradio.com. All right, I'm going to say, because I do believe we have a platform, we do have listeners, and we do have media who listen to the show. I encourage all of you to be like everybody that has inspired me, from guys who don't even talk about this kind of stuff, like James Corbin, taking 5 minutes to talk about this. We are in a very dangerous point. It's very racially divided.
Very
I know
dangerous.
that I don't help that a lot. And I realize I probably am the last spokesperson for this topic. But I will safely say this. There is something I don't believe in, and that's hate and racism. And look, I don't mind making fun of people because they're stupid. Every race, creed, color, and religion has it. All right, so don't get this twisted, people. This is not, listen to the racist guy not being a racist. About what? Personally, I think that this is about white people who are afraid and they're stupid. And a president who actually turned tear gas. Talk about the most boneheaded thing ever. This is why I can't be president, because I would do this shit. He wanted to take a picture in front of a church with a Bible. So he cleared out nonviolent protesters by shooting tear gas at them and clearing the street.
Jeez.
Fucking funniest thing I've ever seen. To stand in front and scowl in front of a church while holding up a Bible. He might as well have been holding
like
a
the Joker. That's something like the Joker would do on Batman,
Yeah, no, it's a complete Batman scene with the scowl holding up the Bible and that whole crazy ass look of his.
Yeah.
Look, everyone, see what I did.
Joker instead.
Oh, no doubt. you know.
Very scary.
With that said, I'm going to do something really positive that you will rarely ever see. Just get into it. And if you're from Australia, like Sam Navajero, who scolded me this past week in the review, saying I actually talked real boxing for too long, and might give the impression to fans that I might actually know something about boxing. I promise I got that covered right after we get this business. The three of us are media. The three of us do have a responsibility, and I'm telling you on behalf of all three of us, fucking don't be stupid, all right? Stop hating people for what they look like. Hate them for being stupid. That is what we promote at FightNet Radio. We do not promote hate for the sake of hate. We promote hate based on stupidity, which is way better. And for a change, our boy, Floyd Mayweather, I said boy. Do I want to edit that out? I realize that. It's a very tumultuous time, Andrew.
Very well written.
I told you it would last all of 5 minutes, Andrew. All of 5 minutes.
Floyd
Mayweather.
You're on the wrong article. You're on the wrong article.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He wants to maximize everybody's potential and not fight. By the way, I'll get back to Floyd, who went back to being Floyd literally 24 hours after being Floyd, not Floyd. So boxer Floyd Mayweather wrote a cashier's check. Now, here's my only issue with this, people. I think it is good and just, and I really can't say anything negative about him writing an $85,500 check. Andrew, ask me how I know it was an $85,500 check.
Dang, you know it to the dollar. How do you know that, Lee?
Well, that's because you can actually get a picture of it because he tweeted a picture of the check.
Oh, man. Wow.
You realize that's the equivalent of going, I'm all about cancer kids, as long as the cameras go with me down to the cancer ward while I take the picture. All right, dude, I'm totally like, and don't get me wrong, it's an $85,000 check, and he's doing something.
$85,000 check. That's
but
right.
if you think Floyd's leaving Bel Air anytime soon, well, we got lockdown in LA. You guys are out of your mind. Yeah, I know it's an $85,000 check. Not only do I know it's an $85,000 check because I was just looking at it, it shows the bank that it came from. It shows who wrote it, the reason for it, that he actually wrote Trump-like in big block letters for George's funeral on the check. Literally wrote it on a cashier's check for George Floyd's funeral.
Was it spelled correctly? Any typos or miscorrect spellings?
No,
okay.
But he used like a big giant Sharpie like Trump would. I mean, he literally pulled a straight up Trump check move. And again, everybody who thinks I'm down on Floyd, I think it's super cool he did it. I think it is super cool that he did it. It is super douchey that he took a picture of that check and it's all over the internet. It isn't just slightly douchey. It's mega douchey.
Right.
I mean, just when I think, all right, Floyd's got a shot at being a human being. And then, Floyd, you go and you be Floyd again. It was a tweet moment.
Yeah.
And
Floyd-ified
I think
Floyd-ified.
Well, no, let's be honest. You could see him sitting with his boys going, that's worth $85,000 just for the tweet alone. Mm-hmm. I don't know that. Don't hate me, people. But it's my job to be cynical. And why do I know what the check looks like? Why do I know what the check looks like, Andrew?
I hear you. No, I hear what you're saying. Still a good move by Floyd. You haven't seen any of the other athletes step up and do it. Just today, we had Steven Jackson actually call out all African-American athletes, saying they got to hold all their white athletes accountable. I'm glad Floyd didn't do that, right? We got to try to bring peace. Listen, the four men that were involved in this terrible situation with Mr. Floyd have all been arrested. They're all different colors. Okay, there is no direct line to racism here. This, if anything, they're going to look at the way they take people down. Maybe their methods of restraining somebody might change because obviously with this happening, we've seen all over the internet. It's not the first time. Okay, we've seen these cops have their knees on backs. We've seen
Andrew, tell me that this is not screaming white pride right in the middle of everything.
Well, I'm not
cleared the street out during a protest and actually did that.
I would. I can't say just because he's holding a Bible in front of a church, it's white pride. There's a lot of people go to church. There's a lot of people that are Christians, Catholics. Like, I don't know, man. I can't say it's white pride. I think the funnier part, not the funnier part, sadder part about that story was that he shot tear gas at nonviolent protesters. To me, that's the...
No, the funniest part of the story is the pastor for St. John's Church actually went, and I quote, "What the fuck? Why are you doing this?" Like, the actual pastor of the church, like, you're an idiot. Like, he put down the president for doing this. Like, he literally cleared the street like a goddamn Nazi.
There's
Look,
nothing
and people
wrong.
That Trump, take a breath.
There's nothing
Really?
wrong with
There's
turning
nothing
to
wrong with-
religion. Turning to religion in a time like this. Okay, pray for everybody. Everybody should be praying. We don't want this to escalate to anything else. So I don't find anything. I don't find anything wrong with Trump standing in front of a church. Everyone should maybe get down and talk to their God right now, whoever that is they believe in. There it is. There's the check.
Oh man,
Dude,
there it is.
That is so epically douchey. I don't even know what to say.
You know, it's
I
like
don't know.
the first. It's like the first.
Competition here. This or this?
Hey, Lee, it's like the first time ever you could put someone on a douche list and a heroes list, right? He like got both of them in one swing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like how it
completely
says
agree.
void after 7 years too. Look at that. Jesus.
Dude, he
They ain't gonna
literally
sit on-
wrote in his own handwriting. He had to write in George Floyd's funeral service.
Oh, I think that
in
was
the
a
memo
female.
comment.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not his handwriting. I'm pretty
Nah,
sure.
that's not his.
Oh no, I'm sure it was his assistant who even went and got the check. I don't.
The E and
But
the O would have been flipped
this-
if it was Floyd.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
Well, you've been quiet, Miguel. You want to go full? Would you like white pride, or would you like douchebag?
shit. I'll stick with douchebag and not leave it so racial because I myself are Latino and I'm not exactly, I'm not on the police's Christmas list. So yeah, I wanna. I mean, it's funny that that Andrew mentioned how Floyd pretty much was a hero and like a douche all in one. Like the point of as someone's integrity is what we say, doing the right thing when no one's watching, right? So you do the right thing whether when no one's watching or not. And not to say that him doing or paying for the funeral services is necessarily quote unquote the right thing, but it's something very generous that he did. Having to publicize that's like it's a double-edged sword. It's like he didn't need to go that far. He could have just done it and left it alone. But I mean, I don't know. It's the culture, I guess. It's like, yeah, I've seen this shit on fucking Instagram. People taking pictures in front of, T-Mobiles with, the glass broken and shit like that. It's like, what are you trying to do that for? Like, come on, don't glorify it anymore. You're doing a nice thing here, Floyd. Fantastic. I praise you. That's fucking cool as hell that he's in a position where he can do that and he's helping people. But it's like, leave it at that. You don't have to fucking announce it. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a fucking TV show. Like,
yeah. I think it's safe to say too, Miguel, it would have been announced, right? He didn't have to post
yeah,
it.
Exactly. Eventually, it would have been announced. It would have gone out one way or another. It didn't have to come from his mouth specifically. It would have been reported eventually. I'm sure it would have. But even if it didn't, it's like let it like sit in his heart, thinking like, yeah, fuck yeah, I did something like for the betterment of like mankind. But to have to announce it like this is like, dude, come on, shit. And it's like it doesn't. And I'll say this: it doesn't necessarily overshadow the fact that he did it. So praise regardless the fact that he did it. But it's now has like a little asterisk next to this shit. It's like, oh come on, motherfucker, really? You had to announce it?
I know a lot of people. Yeah, go ahead.
The last thing I would like to try to tell people out there, I know we want the cops. What was that, Lee?
White pride? We should be getting the military and shooting nonviolent protesters with tear gas?
No. So but there's been a lot of violence going on, so I'm not really opposed to.
There
all
is.
right.
I would agree with that.
There's only so far you can push the needle before we respond. Okay.
Oh no, they crashed northern San Diego La Mesa.
And I'm not talking about just crashing. I'm not talking about just try. We're literally having officers assaulted, shot. We just lost a 77-year-old retired officer.
We're on the brink of a civil war. We are.
It won't be long, but yeah, it won't last long. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. Listen, this is what I wanted. Last thing I want to tell you guys. I know we want the cops to change the approach to the way they handle us or treat us on the streets. I must tell you, we need to change our approach on how we teach our children to also talk and handle policemen that are in these power trip positions. A lot of the time, that's all it is. It's not racism at all. It's a cop having a bad day and he's got a power trip. I've been in the Bay Area my whole life. I've been brown my whole life. You know, my name might be Lapachet. Put it like this, you guys. This is my life right here. Whenever I'm on the phone and I say, hey, I'm looking to get a job. My name's Andrew Lapachet. Oh, wow. Yeah, come on down. Yeah, nice. Nice to hear you. Okay, see you in a little bit. I get there and they go, oh, Lapachet, you don't look like a Lapachet. So that's been my whole life, right? So on the street, before the cops knew my name, they only take what they see. So we've all seen the power tripping police. The best advice I can give to you guys to tell your children every time they leave the house, if they're ever in a situation, which they shouldn't be, but if they ever get in a situation where, yeah, they might have gotten into a little trouble, just let it happen. You got to just let it happen. I don't care how many rights you scream. I don't care how loud you scream. When that badge wants to take you to jail, you're going to jail. There is no turning back. The only way is if you're law enforcement yourself. That's the only way you're not going to jail that night. So you got to just let it happen. Yes, does it suck? Yes. Does it ruin your night of going out? Yes, it does. But you'll be alive. You ain't going to get your ass kicked. You ain't going to end up in a hospital or in a grave. So when the cop tells you that's it, you're gone, you say, all right, I understand. I need to get to the courthouse so I can call my lawyer. As soon as you say those 3 words, call my lawyer, most of the time the whole situation changes. And I tell you what, people, cops don't know if you're telling the truth or not. They really don't. All they know is that you have somebody to defend yourself. Okay? Take me to jail. Let's go. Don't ever try to fight them. It's not going to work. It's just going to make your situation a lot worse. And I almost can guarantee you, people, you use those 3 words, that situation changes right there. Because if he's truly just on a power trip, he's going to let you go knowing I'm just on a fucking power trip. This guy's done nothing. And now he's saying his family has a lawyer. I'm done. Try it. Preach it. But the shit that we're doing now, this whole, fuck you, pig, you ain't shit, fuck the cop, that ain't getting us nowhere. That's getting us nowhere. I don't care how many rights you know. It don't help you at 3 a.m. in the fucking middle of the night when all you got is 8 squad cars and nobody helping you. Okay? Let it happen. Go ahead, Lee. That's all I got.
No, that's what I was after. I figured if I got coffee into you, you'd be the one to make the political righteous statement for the group.
And I got a quick little story here before we move on in regards to Andrew here. Yeah, that's exactly. This happened to my dad. My dad's English isn't that very very good. Like it's not well at all. Like he understands it more than better than he can actually speak it. So on his way to work one day, I want to say he forgot his fucking wallet. Honestly, he gets pulled over. The cops are like, "What the fuck?" They actually bring him into fucking jail for the night. It's like December '97-ish, like a couple of days before Christmas. And my dad knows better. He's like, "Fuck this, just take me in. I'll figure it out later." They left him in there for like 2 fucking days, and then they get him in front of like this fucking judge, and he's like, "Well, what are you in here for?" And he's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm in here for. Maybe it's because I forgot my wallet." Like, all right. They let his ass go, literally, like that was it. My dad knew better than to fight back. It sucks regardless. That wasn't the time or place to dispute it. Just fucking don't resist, go with it, and then figure it out later. Shit, it's gonna suck, yes. It's gonna probably ruin your fucking night, ruin your Christmas or whatever the shit. But just let it happen. It'll iron itself out. Trust. I know it's hard to say, but just trust the fucking process. Trust the system. You'll get your ass out of there soon.
I don't have a story like that. Sorry. My story is I got really wasted on the beach, and
your story is your dad with a car,
and they drove him home.
And
hey, Miguel, they drove him home.
And they drove me back home to the beach. Right.
They cleaned you up.
I was on the pandemic beach. I was on the pandemic beach in a full raging New Amsterdam blackout, throwing shit at federal agents, and we had Border Patrol, as I recall. Yeah, and I might have, shot tear gas into the vehicle and tried to roll it over and set fire to it. You know what? I'm privileged because I'm white. They walked me home and got me back home safely. So for all of you worried about me Thank you.
You're such a dick, Lee.
Once again,
That's why.
white pride, white pride.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. Sig Heil. Way to go, Trumpy. You are handling the country perfectly. If this man gets reelected, I don't care anybody's politics here. If this man gets reelected again, our country is stupid as fuck. Like, I've never seen anybody handle a year worse than Trump.
Lee, they said if he got elected the first time. And that happened.
We're all being taught a valuable lesson, aren't we, about the first time electing him, okay? I would rather vote for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson at this point. At least The Rock is going to smile at us.
Hey, Kanye West would have had a shot, is what you're saying. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think a worse president could top fucking George Bush Sr. Jr. And then fucking Trump shows up. It's like, damn, we spoke too soon. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna be a worse president than George Bush fucking Jr. But
yeah.
I swear to God, the only thing he doesn't have is a burning cross in his other hand. Get it ready, boys. Get your lynching on. If you're white and you're hearing that and you think I'm making fun of you, yes, we are privileged people who don't live lives like my two co-hosts. I don't have those experiences. Okay. But I am smart enough to know I have a platform where I can let people speak and speak their mind. And I get that was real preachy. So instead of me continuing to be real preachy, I'm going to try to debut our brand new bird. I'm going to try. I'm a little concerned about our new bird, but that was a really heavy section. And I realize you guys are going to want funny for the next 30, 40 minutes of this show since we went off on a 20-minute rant. But I don't think we would have been responsible because Andrew thinks we're journalists. Miguel's just happy that anybody's watching his shit or listening to it.
Oh, yeah.
And,
hell, you best believe it, son.
That is so true. When I met Miguel, he was just happy to get like 12 clicks. I mean, he was in the rooms. Now there are actually people listening to him. That's a real problem.
Can you believe that? People are leaving comments. Holy fuck. I'm reaching people now. Shit.
Very cool.
You know, it's not healthy, bro. It's not healthy. That's why nobody contacts me. So with that said, let me try to see if I can wake up our new bird.
I thought I saw a pudding cat.
There you go.
I thought I saw a pudding cat. I thought I saw a pudding cat.
I will say,
I thought I saw a pudding cat.
I got 2 comments believing you did buy a parrot.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes, sir.
I don't really. There were actual people who bought into me getting a bird, then killing a bird on the air for the sake of a joke.
Well, I thought you
buy
had
a bird that I wildly. Oh no, I killed the bird on the air. If you really paid attention to the show, I killed the bird midway through the show by slamming its head on the table.
Damn it! I didn't hear that.
Oh man.
Is that a fever dream I had, Miguel, or was it me not slamming a bird on the tabletop?
You totally did it. And yeah, you literally did it like seconds after I was like announcing it with disclaimer, like no birds were actually injured during the recording of this.
Oh, I do remember you saying that.
But you totally,
I didn't hear the slamming of the thing though. I thought you just moved it. You're like, get out of the room or something. Just it went quiet.
Man. No,
damn, Lee.
All right, now that we're all back to normal. Hi everyone, welcome to Fighting Net Radio. That was the preachy part of the show, and if you didn't like it, you were hitting fast forward anyway. Go fuck yourself. Lick a pole or drink a Clorox. Or if you're white, white pride. Have fun with that. All right. This is a boxing show, so we are going to talk a little bit of boxing here, and there are a few stories to talk about. This is my favorite story since we're on Donald Trump. Apparently, Mike Tyson blew his shit because he believed that that the president, or then Donald Trump, or then still the shitty guy with the shit-eating grin, Mike Tyson's shocking allegation that Donald Trump fucked his wife is hilarious. It's hilarious.
Robin Givens got around, man.
He is hilarious. Details are reemerging of the time Mike Tyson allegedly stormed into Donald Trump's office, not as the president, people. He would have been shot because he's black, and asked if he was sleeping with the boxing legend's wife. By the way, for those of you who don't know, the only black person allowed in the Oval Office with Trump currently is still Kanye West. The password is Kanye West. In Tim O'Brien's book, Trump Nation, The Art of Being Donald, Great title. Tyson allegedly asked Trump, "Are you fucking my wife?" That is so awesome. According to Trump, now, if I froze, I'm dead. You would have zero chance. Here's the heavyweight champion of the world, and he's a solid piece of fucking armor. Unfortunately, Trump's answer was not published in the book. Tyson is on his third wife, currently married to Lakia Spicer, but he was referring to ex-wife Robin Givens, who was married to him for 11 months from 88 to 89.
Is that really a
His
wife?
social skill.
That didn't even last a year, Lee. You can't call that an ex-wife. That 11 months.
How much money did she get in the divorce? That'll tell you it's a real marriage or not.
Half.
Oh shit! Well,
no way.
Probably because the other third goes to the fucking lawyers. Yeah. There should be a law against that shit. If it doesn't last a year, it doesn't count. Fuck that.
Hey, did you ever hear the story of? Did you ever hear the story when Tyson went to her house one time? Brad Pitt was leaving.
Oh hell, fucking no! No, I didn't. I mean, well, all right, Brad Pitt, I understand, but fucking Trump.
Exactly.
Shit, if I was Tyson, I'd be like, damn, all right, fuck yeah, I got myself a badass bitch. I didn't hear that story.
I mean, Donald Trump.
Yeah, you gotta look that one up.
That to me is mind-boggling. It doesn't even make sense on paper.
He had a lot of money.
Did I lose it?
She was looking for money.
No, he's never had a lot of money. He's got a lot of paper that says he has a lot of money, but Donald doesn't have a lot of money.
All right.
If he had a lot of money, you would see his. I don't want to break it to you. If he had a lot
of money. You ever
seen
his house at Trump Towers, Lee? It's like a freaking Saudi prince, man. It's like all gold.
Oh, shit.
I understand, Andrew. I hear you. And once again, what pride? What pride?
You're such a dick. You're giving churches a bad name, man.
When the church denounces you for clearing a non-angry, non-violent protest with tear gas and riot gear, just so you can take this really ridiculous picture of you holding up the Bible, and I swear to God, I'm sure if I looked hard enough, there would be a meme of him holding a flaming cross in the other hand if he could do it. But
is the Bible upside down? Should that bookmark be coming off the top? Most Bibles that I see opened up, that bookmark comes off the top. See the little red string hanging down there? That's a bookmark.
No, I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm not disagreeing with that logic. My favorite part was an actual reporter asked him, "Is that your Bible?" He goes, "No, it's the Bible." All right, good job.
They just gave it to me. And right now, he looks like a devil worshiper because that means the cross is upside down, and that's a sign of the devil.
Oh, shit. He probably got it after like some hotel room or something.
Now we're creating really conspiracy shit for this show. Now we're in a pocket. Now I'm happy. Right?
Oh.
Fight Net Radio exclusive. Donald Trump is actually Satan. We have proof and a photo.
That's a sign.
The National Enquirer.
That's a sign to his father, Lucifer, right there. That red ribbon upside down.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, it's like a sign to say, like, we made it, Dad. We made it.
Is there still the move of doing the white pride thing? Is he doing the thumb thing?
Oh, that okay thing with the fucking thing. Oh.
The down. Look at his left hand. Isn't he doing the down low okay to the white people? I mean, I don't want to blow it up and out him and all, but I mean, look, I'm gonna have to get out the Wonkastrator. Time for the Wonkastrator, people. I know you guys haven't seen it. If you watch our videos before, I love the Wonkastrator. Look carefully right here at this hand. That is an O right there.
You better stop, Lee.
No. We should get one of our listeners who knows how to do fucking Photoshop and Photoshop that into his hand.
And reshape that hand with the okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not being. I guarantee I'm not being original with this idea. There are people who hate Trump far more, and I don't even hate Trump. I don't. He's actually good for my business model, but the man is a lunatic.
Right.
You're gonna bring in the military after civil unrest. You're out of your mind. You are inviting people to start a war.
It won't last long. I got to keep going back to that. You guys keep talking about, everyone. It's not just us. Everyone keeps talking about civil war with the military versus civils
Civil,
with
civil,
regular
unrest.
Civilians.
civilians, yes, sir. With
Civilians?
regular
Civilians.
civilians, it will not last long. Please know that.
Oh no,
Don't
they have
don't.
really good guns. But
Yeah, they
I
got
don't
really
want them
good
going
guns.
through.
They
Look,
shoot a lot of bullets. They like people. Please stop. You know how you fight them?
here's it.
Go vote, people. Once again, I'm gonna get all fucking go vote. Put
There
down
we
a
go.
gun
Go, yeah.
and go vote.
Go get 'em.
Jesus.
Yeah.
If you ever want to know what our military can do, this is why I think my country's number one. I'd never put another nation in front of it.
Yeah.
Go look at YouTube on how easy we could kick your ass, and then think about us. I always try to tell people, you see, like this is how a civil war would happen. All the generals would be in a room, and they'd say, Tracy, California is a hotbed for rebels. He said, good. Did we evacuate all the people that are there that wanted to be with us? Yes, we did, sir. Good. Blast them. Bomb them. There, we're all dead. Boom. Gone. That whole rebel, that whole Tracy, that whole 20 miles, gone with 2 airplanes flying over. Like, please stop. It wouldn't be long.
The flag is up, and away they go. On the outside, it's Andrew Labouche taking an early lead.
Hey,
Lee.
apparently
in Tracy, there will be a civil unrest. We've threatened the president on this show. We have threatened civil unrest and a public forum that goes out on public airwaves. Andrew is taking off. He's on the outside. And Donald Trump won by cheating and walking backwards. Thank you.
3,000 rounds per minute out of our Apaches. Stop it.
That one actually made my woman smile over her shoulder at me for that one. And I'm proud of that last joke. That joke is brought to you by White Pride. White Pride. Head on down and buy your sheets, people. The day of the whites is coming. And here's some advice. Here's some advice for the military. Please stay out of places like Oklahoma, Texas, Nevada, Arizona, probably Utah. Anything that has Southern people, white people. In fact, Florida. And it's not to protect the white people. It's the fact that the white people will shoot you too. They don't care. They're really dumb, and they actually own the same guns you do. So that whole gun thing you guys didn't have a handle on, that is not going to be a good thing if you bring in the military. I'm doing a PSA. All right, Andrew.
It won't be a good thing. No, it won't.
You just outed all of Tracy as a stronghold, as a terrorist cell.
No, I gave an example of if there was a stronghold, it would not be hard to get rid of a stronghold. So stop acting like we're all just going to buy 1,000 rounds and go meet the government in some fucking empty field.
I know what you mean, Andrew. Wink, wink.
Right? I mean, I just want people to have the right game plan. Vote. No civil war, no rioting, burning down, shooting. Vote. Vote them out. Get your guys in. That's it.
Right. Wink, wink. For the
Jesus.
rest of you. This is the national radio broadcast of Fight Net Radio, going out to all of you men and women struggling with the battle.
And I told you, Lee, 4 years ago.
Said. What?
So I bought another German Shepherd. Now Anakin is right on. He's right on point now. He's 3 years old. What is he? 3 years old. He's right on point now. That's why he was bought. Trump, I never had faith Trump was going to keep this shit together. Swear to God. My other German Shepherd.
By the way, for those of you listening, yes, I know. And for those of you listening who got the joke or didn't get the joke, or you weren't into Andrew, Miguel got the joke this time, and that's why you heard a quick chuckle out of him, because he got the joke of where I was going with it, which is even funnier because Andrew was so far on a rant, he had no idea that there was a really good joke going down through that whole segment. And
I always hear it after.
Joke.
I'll hear it later.
Yeah, you'll hear it later.
It's a pretty. This one's pretty good, Andrew. It's pretty good. This is right up there with the dead bird. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Tracy Freedom Fighters. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Wink, wink. All right. I'm not saying it's opposite day. Remember, the password is blue. Remember the red line going into the city, and remember to stay behind enemy lines. Don't be afraid to use that McDonald's and that passageway under the city. If it were a thing, wink, wink. Yeah, that's what you missed, Andrew, and I did it all pretty well, and Miguel caught it about midway through and heard a chuckle out of him. I'm sure Sam is probably beside himself because now I'm doing deep, level humor that, well, let's be honest, the people that are looking at this photo of Trump going, I don't see what the problem is. Exactly. And that's the problem. If you're white and you look at this photo and go, I don't see what the problem is. Right. And there you go. Make sure to go out and vote because you're voting for Trump anyway. Dumbass motherfucking white people. Just fucking kill me. You are making it so I can't make fun of other race, creed, colors, and religions based on stupidity by you guys being stupid. I actually have to behave for a rare day. Unbelievably, thanks to everybody else. And speaking of not behaving, let's talk about Floyd. Well, we gave him a pass earlier in the show. Let's move forward and not give him a pass. Apparently, Floyd is now into supporting his people since he no longer boxes. The retired five-weight world champion, this is coming to us from the insider.com. The retired five-weight world champion is the founder of the Mayweather Promotions and the owner of the Mayweather Boxing Gym, both of which are in Las Vegas. You'll know that by when you drive into Vegas, when you see 3 giant billboards announcing that you are in Floyd Mayweather's city, that he's the greatest of all time, and how many fucking wins he has, that he continues to pay for the 3 best billboards as you head north into Las Vegas. In fact, you can't miss it as you come into Vegas. It's in such a prominent location. Throughout his professional promotional vehicle and his training facility, he represents, they say 2 outstanding, let's be honest, 2 average at best, young talents, Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. Let's stop right there before we talk about Floyd the Mentor, because he's never fighting again. Gervonta Davis. Let's start with ye old Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. When are we done with the Gervonta Davis experiment, Andrew? When's it going to be over? Because I'm over it. I'm over it.
He's a young prospect. I don't know how much of the future is relying on Davis. He hasn't already missed weight multiple times. He doesn't really get the fights that he's wants with Floyd. Him and Floyd are always bickering with each other on social media. I think Gervonta Davis is more of a new Adrian Broner than I would say Floyd Mayweather.
Okay. Miguel, who would you like? Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney. Who would you like to shit on?
Well, I'm going to go with Davis, of course, because I'm not a fan of Davis. I'm more of a fan of Haney's than I am of Davis. Yeah, he has missed weight. I want to say he even had to relinquish a belt at one time on the scale. I think the only reason people are fucking writing the Gervonta Davis train right now is because he's still undefeated. Once that O goes, just like Adrian Broner, there goes his ass too. We can tell he's fought fighters before who pretty much have gone up in weight to fight him. His last fight, if I'm not mistaken, was against Gamboa, which is way over the hill, and one-legged because he injured his foot, and it took him 11 rounds to knock him out. At 135, he just doesn't have the pop. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it took him a minute to make weight, 135, when he did fight Gamboa. I think he did struggle even then. So yeah, I don't see him sticking around too long. But
remember when Showtime announced Gamboa was dropped like 15 times prior to their fight?
Yeah, exactly. They were really trying to fucking butter up Davis, but yeah, everyone's on his jock right now because he hasn't lost yet. But once that O goes, yeah, it's gonna be downhill real fast for him.
Devin Haney looks special. Yeah, Devin Haney's a world champ already at 21. What I don't get from this first part of this article, I didn't know Devin Haney was being represented by Floyd. I seen them working in the gym together. But I never did. Anyone else see the report where Devin Haney signed with TMT?
Well, according to this, as far as I understand, it's his own. And Floyd's not going to let him fight. He's going to actually steer him in different directions.
I know.
That PBC.
I know. That's so Mayweather too. That's so Mayweather. Yeah. He's like, we'll fight him. We'll fight him when he's 33. Don't worry. We'll see this in 10 years.
Listen. By the way, this is the funniest line of the whole thing, Andrew. Listen, I'm giving back to my sport. Yes, and taking photos while you do it, dickhead. Hey, I just made 60,000 lunches on Thanksgiving for people in Vegas. By the way, he did that. But you also shot it and put it on your social media. Why? It wasn't to get more people. Everybody's known about Floyd at Thanksgiving, right? Like, that's a thing, right, Miguel? Right. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows about Mayweather giving out the food. So he doesn't need to hype it up.
Tyson and Don King there fucking giving out turkeys.
Right. So he does it, and this dude shoots it like hey, look at me. And, of course, a couple of photo ops of him actually picking up a couple of bags. And he doesn't really come into contact with regular people, but he kind of handed. Kind of. I'm with you, Andrew. This is ridiculous. This is the entire stable of the Floyd Mayweather roster right here. We're looking at it. All done.
And really, it was just the guy on the right before. I'm serious. This Devin Haney thing, this is new. This is new to me right now from this insider.com. I didn't know Haney signed with Floyd. Like Haney's with Eddie Hearn, correct?
I thought he was with Matchroom. I could have sworn he was with Matchroom. I mean, I mean, does the article actually mention that he actually did sign? Because
let's read the article. Let's go a little deeper into it.
Oh boy, you know how much I like reading an article for everybody. All right, Mayweather's goal in boxing is to maximize the potential of young black fighters. Why? Because he told you that. Mayweather finished his professional career with a flawless 50-0. Yes, fighting people after their prime. It was a good. Having dismantled, or before their prime, having dismantled many of the biggest names in the combat sports, including Conor McGregor.
Okay, these guys don't know what they're talking about.
Hold on. Before you proceed, let me just say something. They're including Conor McGregor's name here, but as far as I know, isn't Mayweather 51-1, including that McGregor fight? But they put 50-0. So
yeah, he would be
that's true.
He would be 51-0.
Exactly, but they include Conor in the.
If you include Tenshin, and by the way, let's be honest, if we include Tenshin Nasukawa, the kickboxer, technically he's 52-0. Technically.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to count Conor, you might as well count Tenshin, for God's sake. Manny Pacquiao. Well, Manny had a bad shoulder. We all found out right after the fight that Manny had a bad shoulder. We literally learned at the press conference for the first time after weeks and weeks and weeks that Manny Pacquiao had a bad shoulder. And then God and the ocean healed it for him, which is great. Juan Manuel Marquez. All right.
Missed weight.
But it wasn't that Marquez.
That's a bogus fight.
Exactly. Forked up like what?
Oscar De La Hoya in the original Oscar De La Hoya drop weight got paid scandal. Fucking Oscar. Oscar's the original. I'm gonna make the weight. I don't know about the fight, but I'm gonna make the weight.
Hey, you know what? They burned Oscar. Oscar burned them. It's a merry-go-round with Oscar's career. Because I thought Las Vegas did him dirty in a few fights too. So.
Which leads us to the only fight of question that actually made Floyd look good, and Andrew will argue it to this day because Canelo was not Canelo. He did beat Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. Well, not slightly. Well, beat him well, Andrew. Beat him well.
9-3.
How much money did you lose, Andrew?
Oh, I don't care. I don't care. I was going off politics.
I'm just being a dick.
I don't care. Going off politics. One judge had it 115, 113. One had it 116, 114, 114. I'm going off politics. Give a fuck.
One judge had it a draw, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, Saul let Vegas down. Vegas didn't let Saul down. They were ready to change the guard that night. All he had to do was win 5 rounds. They would have gave him 7, boy. Believe that.
Though he founded Mayweather Promotion in 2007, it was not until this year, when his uncle and former trainer Roger Mayweather died in March, fuck me. What? And this is a big website. Who wrote this shit? All right, Alan Dawson. Alan, bro, you are literally on a website that is the top 420 websites in all of the United States. Like, this is a real website. And you wrote a run-on because, well, let's be honest, nobody's going to read about boxing anyway on Insider.com.
Right.
But give me that fuck.
Lee, he also named Conor McGregor as his first fighter that he took out.
Yeah.
I get it. Though he founded Mayweather Promotion in 2007, it was not until this year, when his uncle and former trainer Roger Mayweather died in March, that he became inspired to coach young boxers, period. Well, actually, you would be wrong, Alan Dawson. It was also the loss of his friend Kobe Bryant, which apparently we found out about after Kobe died. So Kobe can't really corroborate that story, but according to Floyd, that really hit him hard as well as the death of his baby mama, and as well as pretty much anything else he could think of that week, including bad wings over at Wings and Things.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Through his promotional vehicle in Mayweather Boxing Club. Oh my God, dude. He's never
Go
going to
ahead.
live down the fact that he fired LRB at a fucking Wingstop. That is just, I'm not ever going to let that go. It's so funny. Through his promotional vehicle in Mayweather Boxing Club facility, comma, both of which are in Las Vegas, comma. What, does he just write one sentence that's long so it looks like a little paragraph statement? You
Does
guys
he
are
use
looking at the same
semicolons
screen as
anymore?
me. This is shit I can't even, like, a period, mix it up a little. I mean, there are other things besides commas. Mayweather is well poised to nurture the talents of aspiring athletes. Okay. Listen, it's obvious I'm giving back to this sport. He said via boxing scene. Yeah, right. He told Fight Hype via boxing scene. I guess that's a show with boxing scene where they just talk about PBC shit and then they jack off to pictures of Al for the rest of the show. I don't know how that. If you're a fan of Fight Hype or boxing scene, feel free to send us a note. But I imagine that any podcast that comes out of boxing scene or videos really is basically how great the PBC is, and then they all pull out pictures of Al Heyman. They don't actually show it because it's like showing a picture of Allah, so it's not like a real thing. They just stare at the picture of Al, and then they all jerk off and then have a simultaneous circle jerk onto his photo. That's just the theory I have. And it's a great theory. Boy, this show started off so serious, and I brought it all the way back down to my level. Mayweather has two big name athletes. I knew the show was in trouble when I started that whole joke about the Tracy Rebellion movement that's getting ready to take over, the galactic forces. And if you don't think next week we're not going to have Imperial music and let Andrew give Tracy updates for the movement while I play the Vader march in the background, you guys know shit about this show. I'm already working on that joke in my head. Mayweather has two big name athletes under his wing right now, and they currently campaign in the same division at lightweight boxing limit of 135 pounds. There's Gervonta Tank Davis, who is a ferocious puncher, as demonstrated by what? And represented by Leonard Ellerby, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, ... who was once fired at a Wings and Things. And there's Devin Haney, an unbeaten 21-year-old, oft compared, you really use the word oft compared. That's a big word for boxing fans. Oft compared. Wow. You couldn't go with often compared. You had to go oft compared. So it would fit into the box. I don't know how this works. Like, really, where was the decision making on the word selections here? I realize I should drink more so that I don't get into these weird OCD rituals of going, why'd you pick those words? Like, I don't even understand. Like, a real boxing person who came across this article, what the fuck is off compared? Bomb Squad! All right, that was a great joke. That was just for me. Oft compared to a young Mayweather because of his boxing style, and an older Mayweather thanks to his flashy social media strategy, of course. There's been a curiosity within the industry. They don't talk about it, Andrew. In Mayweather having a close relationship. Oh, there it is. It's a gay romantic twist, Andrew. I didn't see it coming. That's the part of the story I didn't see coming. There's been curiosity between the two. Well, actually, the three. It's a love triangle at Mayweather, having a close relationship with both rivals. Meow. At the end of the day, you want me to keep reading it like this because it's going to get funnier with this quote. At the end of the day, Haney's a black kid that asked me for my advice, And I said, yeah, I'd help him. So I gave him some special Jesus juice, and we were starting to play Nintendo. And my friend Bill Cosby gave me some magic pills, and you know how it works. The rest is history. Haney's now signed with us. All I'm doing is helping a young black kid become successful. I'm going to continue to help young black fighters grow. I want the best for all these fighters, and I want the best for Tank, and I want the best for Devin.
Hey, he mentioned Tank. There you go.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh my God, there's more. Oh wait, he gets to talk about Mexicans. How special. It's no different than anyone supporting their own first. Oh, good. No racial tension here after you gave $88,000 for a racially divided thing. Good job, Floyd. You just can't stop yourself. Mexicans support Mexicans, Andrew. Wow, there's a news flash. Dominicans support Dominicans. Chinese support Chinese. Puerto Ricans are just hated by everyone, said Floyd. Good for you, Floyd. I like the way you roll.
Yeah, and he's not a black American. He's just American. See, this is the thing we got to get out of.
Black American.
This is what we got to get out of.
First. By the way, and I'm going to say this, and it's going to come off super racist. If I said I support whites because they're white, I guarantee I would lose 50 people listening to this show, Andrew.
Of course.
So why isn't this just as fucking racist and stupid as everything else that's going on with Captain White Pride over here?
If we really want to help kill
Mexican,
you got to you got to stop with the I'm black American, I'm this American, I'm that American. We're all just American, man. We're all just American, and if we can start believing in that, it's going to change a lot of this how people divide each other with, oh, you're not a real American though, you're a minority American. What? No, we're not. We're all, once you're a citizen, you're a citizen. That's all there is to it. Traditions, what are traditions in America? 4th of July, barbecuing, Christmas, Thanksgiving, what are traditions? Those are all of our traditions, right? This is what we do.
St. Patrick's Day, you go on St. Patrick's Day, white people go get drunk and then watch a black
we
guy
all
and a white
do,
guy
though.
box.
And on Cinco de Mayo, we all go get drunk too. And that's not even a real holiday. We're like, fuck it, it's our holiday.
Yep.
But this is what we have to. This is how we have to.
I've been saying it for years about the. I get it. I get it. No, go for it, Andrew.
No, go ahead.
I'm just saying that when you do shit like this, okay, we're in a really charged point, right? You're doing the Puerto Ricans take care of Puerto Ricans, blacks take care of blacks, Hispanics take care of Hispanic, blah, 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 blah. Look, we live in a time where, okay, based on what you just said, then it's cool for me to say, I'm white, I'm only going to take care of white people. I'd be fried. I'd be fried.
You lose your job.
You can't have it both ways. You can't have free speech both ways. The reason, I know the people that listen to this show actually get it, but the reason I get away with what I'm doing, I make fun of everybody. I don't really give a crap what you do as long as you don't do something stupid. Floyd did something stupid after doing something amazing. I mean, like, Floyd literally can't stop himself from being stupid. And I don't know if he's doing it because it keeps him in the limelight, right? Taking a picture of, doing something great and paying for the funeral. That's great. Why'd you take the picture? Doing something great. 60,000 meals out of Vegas. Why'd you take the picture? Why would you end this article literally with everything that's going on? What's wrong with me with a black guy supporting black people? Mexicans support Mexicans. Dominicans support, right? He might as well have finished the sentence legitimately, and no offense to my one Puerto Rican fan, shout out to Guillermo. He might as well have finished it and fuck white people. I mean, he might as well. I mean, you went that far, right? This is really...
I actually seen that spray painted in Oakland today. They said we need to stop white babies. I swear to God, I seen that spray painted.
Spray painted? Are you fucking serious?
By the way, I'm behind that.
Wait,
but you don't have to. I'm behind that, but just give them bleach, people. Look, trust me. I have been shipping as part of my help for the pandemic. I've been shipping bleach to Florida to try to thin the herd as much as possible. I don't know if I'm having an effect, but in my little way, much like Floyd and many other people who are doing things to help the community, I'm helping the rest of the world by trying to eliminate dumbass white people. But I can't stop a dumbass Floyd Mayweather with $100, $200 million in his bank account doing stupid ass shit. And this is racially divisive. Sorry.
We are letting racism win if we keep separating ourselves from our country. I can't stop saying that enough. You want to kill racism?
No doubt.
Let's all become one. Let's all become one. We're all Americans here. No more of the branding in front of it. And only white people are the only ones that could be American in America. Bullshit. We've all had our hand in the cookie jar to make this place what it is. We all need to start narrowing down on with our children. Yes, you could talk to them about where their family bloodline comes from, obviously. But at the end of the day, we need to start preaching that we are only American. And that's very hard for a lot of whatever party that likes pinning us against each other, that's going to be very hard for them to overcome if we can all come to that agreement. Told you, my family's been here for 100 years. We've had a lot of people serve in the military in my family. Christina's grandfather lived through Pearl Harbor. He was there.
Oh shit.
Roberto Benavides. He lived through that shit. I will never take away from my kids the honor of that man doing what he did for us out there. So no, we got to change the way we believe in this country. We are all one. We all did this. The Chinese helped the railroads, the blacks helped the fields, the Mexicans helped the fields, the Irish, the Italians. We all had our hands in this. We know what the English did for us. Like, we all had our hands in this. So got to start representing it that way, people.
This is no different than this, people. And if you can't see it, this guy's riling up the white side, this guy's riling up the black side, and that's the problem.
That's right.
Everybody's
Stephen A. Jackson went on Twitter today, Lee, and said all black athletes need to punk their white athletes. Put them in check. What the fuck kind of bullshit is that? And why didn't Twitter shut him down? We shut down the president for glorifying violence. Stephen Jackson literally asked all black athletes to put their white athletes in line. What does that mean? and what is the off-season training going to be like in the NFL this year? Is that really what we want, Stephen J? Dude, right away, I bet you Drew Brees has the most sacks in the NFL. And I'm going to tell you something. They ain't lying. They are not lying, people, because, me being a Raider, when this first kneel down 4 years ago by Colin Kaepernick happened, the quarterback of the Oakland Raiders said he wasn't going to kneel with the team. 2 games later, he had a broken back. Now, I'm not saying that's the cause, but we went from 0 sacks the year before to a fucking guy who can't stand up now. A guy with a broken back, maybe a done season. It's real. I believe it when the guy wrote, I bet you he has the most sacks in the league. It's a very scary world. But how dare they allow him to say that? That to me, he was glorifying violence right there. What? Because he didn't say shoot? Because he didn't say when looting starts shoot? That's, to me, on the street, when you say check that person, I think we all know what that means.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He literally calls out.
This conference will now be recorded.
Andrew, you were so perfect right there. You were so
I know, I did it
right
to
there,
myself.
Andrew. You were so fucking perfect. Man, we had a fucking, for those of you listening going, you stopped the show right on that, like you nailed it, like you guys had a big political title of the show is Floyd Mayweather is equal to Donald Trump. Oh my God, it's perfect. Like you guys really went out on a limb tonight. You started an imperial storm movement out. Like we've got a rebel alliance now in California. Like, you had a little bit of everything. The new pet bird of the show is Tweety Bird. Like you guys were on point. You didn't even have to go to the Bob jokes. You didn't have to go to the Oscar jokes. You didn't have to do shit. The truth is this and this. If you're looking at the photos, this photo with Trump holding up an upside down Bible, making an OK symbol for the white people. I guess, allegedly, because I really don't want the Secret Service showing up because we did a show. Well, here's the thing. Jeffrey Epstein show's about to do 1 million downloads within the next couple of months. And I don't think Bobby actually has a fucking clue to what he's digging around with. And he's getting a larger and larger fan base. And I actually fear for him because he keeps kicking over rocks.
And yeah, you've seen how that thing has been catching fire. It's on Netflix now. It's on. They've got another documentary.
I don't think Bobby will ever get the credit for what he did. The movement of people knowing about Epstein right now is based on one human being. It's Bobby Capucci. It's the Jeffrey Epstein show. It literally moves. It's getting ready to hit 1 million downloads within its first year. Which, by the way, for those of you who know nothing about podcasts. For a brand new podcast to do 1 million downloads in its first year by a regular human being, non-celebrity, happens it's a 1% chance of that happening. And he did it, and he sits there for 30 minutes a day. He puts up new content. So shout out to Bobby, who will probably be the first one to die under the Perfect Blue banner, Perfect Blue Studio banner.
He's such a dick.
Because he's not smart enough to know he's crazy. He's crazy. and he knows he's crazy, which is the best part of Bobby. This show will probably be the one that gets the Secret Service to my door, and this will be the show that actually got Floyd to send over people to explain to Andrew why he should shut up.
If
So we
Trump
really got there.
tweets about Tracy, that'll be awesome.
Oh my God. I got Francis Ngannou and Dillian White for everybody 2 weeks ago before it happened. I don't see why I can't get this one to happen.
Did you guys hear what happened in their interview?
No, I was looking for it on YouTube, but I guess it's not on YouTube. It's on their podcast, is it? Or maybe
I don't. I just Eddie Hearn saying Ngannou went after Dillian White. There's an altercation.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, that's what Eddie Hearn is saying.
I don't know. I thought I follow him on like Instagram and even Twitter, and he posted a couple of clips of like, you know, I think one of his most recent episodes was with Dana White. I just haven't heard it or watched it or whatever, so I don't know what that'll happen next.
Let's all take a deep breath because I have to let Andrew go to sleep and Miguel go to sleep because they both get up at like 4 a.m. or whatever unsightly hour they get up at. I mean, I had shit to talk about with Henry Cejudo wanting to actually box, which is hilarious.
Well, I'm actually off tomorrow, so just a heads up. Today's my Friday, so I got the next 2 days to work with Dan Reifel, take a day off or two.
Okay, there you go. Good job. Good job of keeping
Very
congruent
nice.
jokes. Quickly, Henry Cejudo is still going after Ryan Garcia. Here's a little whipped cream on top of your show for you all. Henry Cejudo, you know him as
Jesus
Triple C,
Christ.
who also believes he's the greatest guy on a mat alive.
Combat athletes,
He
yeah.
still believes, and he does. He really does believe he's that great. And I can't actually dispute it. He kind of is.
Has the credentials.
He's primed and ready for Ryan Garcia, and he will bend the knee in a boxing match. Well, okay.
Jesus Christ, guy. Fuck.
All right.
Bend the knee to sock him
Go
in the
ahead.
face 'cause he's so goddamn short. God damn it.
Go ahead, Andrew. Get it over with. You may have your
No, I
rant on
don't.
Henry
I don't
Cejudo.
have any. I don't have anything for this one. Whatchamacallit. Ryan Garcia. This is all. He's a little too young to be getting challenged by a UFC fighter. There's no money in this fight. There's nothing there. I don't see anything there.
I'm sorry, people. I thought you were going to get whipped.
Yeah,
cream at the
sorry
end of the
about that.
show. So we'll go back
Miguel-
to this little joke. No, we'll just go back to the stock joke. What pride? What pride? All right, see, it works. It always works. And if you think that I'm never not going to show a picture of the president on the show and yell, what pride, you'd be wrong. I'm pretty much doing my part. Trump is just, he asked people to drink. But in the last month, Andrew, this man wants to put light on the inside of people to kill COVID. He wants to drink bleach to kill COVID. He was taking hydrochloroquine unprescribed to aid with him not getting the virus, even though I read a study today that definitively says hydrochloroquine has no effect on the virus. He literally tear gassed a nonviolent crowd to take a picture of a white pride with the OK symbol on his left hand in front of a church to hold up a Bible. I don't even know what the point of this is. Like, this has this photo technically has no congruency to anything. Like, other than people are rioting, so what? We should all turn to God now? But I don't want to break it to you. There's a lot of fighting in that book. There's a lot of fighting and a lot of civil unrest in that book.
Slaves
Kind
and
of
fighting.
the wrong book to be holding up.
Yeah.
That's a very unhappy little book when it comes to war.
Well,
fighting and
that's
being
why
mad
he
at
had a
authority.
son and things got changed. Okay, everyone has kids and they change.
Andrew, I'm gonna say it again. Look closely. Okay. You need to get him a little. He needs his little hat. There you go. What pride? What pride?
There's
What
the
pride?
end,
What
folks.
pride?
That's the end.
Woo! What pride? Get your hoods on, people.
All right, Lee.
Everybody have a good week. We'll be back on Sunday.